I was preparing for the government exam. Couldn't able to clear. The result was not in favor. So enforceably, I joined the BPO company. The salary was 2.8 LPA. There is no growth as future
Right.
perspective. So
Right.
one day I was surfing the Google about the jobs in the data field, and fortunately, I would like to say fortunately, I just came across with your Google advertisement, and it was
Okay.
about the visualization tool, that is a Power BI.
All right.
So I found it very interesting because it doesn't need any prior, coding language, coding knowledge.
Right. Right.
Neither it doesn't need any technical degree for that, like BTech
Right.
and etc. Yeah, actually, I got first call from Infosys, which was I was not
Okay.
expecting. Also got a call from Gartner Services. Then
Uh-huh.
I got a call from User Ready. Then
Okay.
where the technical round happened, many round happens, and
Okay.
I fortunately cleared all the rounds and
Right.
selected as a Power BI. Treated as a fresher when I
Fresher.
joined the User Ready.
It's
5 to
between
6
5 to
LPA, 6
6
LPA.
LPA for a
Yeah,
fresher.
for a fresher.
Another proud moment for me and my entire team that one of our mentees, Sandeep Dhoundiyal, actually got an amazing opportunity. I'll tell you a quick story about him. He was working in a BPO and was getting a package of 2.8 lakh, and then he got to know about us and learn Power BI and got 100% hike. Yes, he got 100% hike. That's the power of learning an in-demand skill, that is Power BI, and became a BI analyst. He has an amazing story, and what he is going to cover, let me tell you in this entire discussion, is his learning of Power BI journey during working in the BPO, right? It's an amazing story. And then which platform he used to apply for the jobs and giving interview. Also, he'll be talking about the interview questions being asked at the time of his interview. And then his number one tip to get a high paying job as a fresher. Yes, absolutely. And also, is SQL required, is really required to get a Power BI job as a fresher? Because a lot of people have that question. So he is going to cover that also because he is working in the company there, right? And also salary in Power BI jobs as a fresher and as an experienced person. And also advice for aspiring BI analysts. So he'll be covering all these things. And thank you so much, Sandeep, for sharing this information. And this is not all. If you too would like to come into the field of data analytics and visualization, or you want to become business intelligence analyst, then the best part is that I'm holding a free masterclass. There I will be talking about that how you can learn Power BI within 1 to 2 months, which there is no coding and no prior experience is required, and how that tool can help you grow into your career, whether you are a fresher or from any other domain. And also, upon joining this free masterclass, you will be getting my best-selling ebook worth rupees 1500 absolutely free. Right? The link for this free masterclass is given in the description, bio, and in the first comment. Just watch this entire discussion. You will be learning a lot many things from the experience of Sandeep, and then join this free masterclass. Let's head over to the discussion.
कैमरा इसलिए बंद करना पड़ता है क्योंकि मैंने पहने शॉर्ट्स.
Same here.
ठीक है ना? तो अभी मैं रिकॉर्डिंग ऑन है तो इसलिए मैं नहीं चाहता कि उसके ऊपर आए. So, hi Sandeep, thank you so much for joining today, and you are actually taking out time from your busy schedule. You are doing a job, so thank you so much for coming. And the only purpose of this entire discussion that we are going to have is to talk about your journey, that you have learned a new tool, which is Microsoft Power BI, right? Mm-hmm. Which is data visualization and data analytical tool, which you have learned. And you got an opportunity, an amazing opportunity into it. And so what was your background and how you came to know about this Power BI, how you have learned it, and how you have got the opportunity? This all we need to know so that the viewer can understand the power of this amazing tool, Power BI, right? So first we can start with your introduction and then we can move forward.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank you, Lokesh, for giving me an opportunity to invite on your YouTube channel to review my journey about my professional career, educational career, and thank you so much.
My
So
pleasure.
basically, myself, Sandeep Dhoundiyal. Basically, I'm from Hill State, Uttarakhand, and I have done my post graduation specialized in economics from Srinagar University itself. And let me quick summarize my professional career before joining User Ready company as a BI analyst.
Mhm.
So I have been a part of some fintech company that is a Pine Lab, basically a software making company, and for the POS machines, that is a
Mhm.
point of sale
Okay.
and a customer domain support. And you would like to see amaze, why did I join the BPO company? Like after
Mhm.
completing my post graduation, I was preparing for the government examination and especially for the defense
So
examination.
I'm sorry, what you have done into your graduation, your educational background
Economics.
is what? Okay.
Economics.
Okay.
Yeah, master's
Right.
in economics.
Okay.
So
Right.
after that, I have been indulged in preparing for the government examination, as my father is
Mhm.
in army, so he always wanted to me join army. So typical army family life.
Right.
So couldn't able to clear, the result was not in favor, so enforceably I joined the BPO company. So after joined that, again I worked there for 1.5 year, and after that I joined the e-commerce company, that is a Flipkart, as a senior
Okay.
customer representative, where the
Okay.
role was almost same as per my previous organization.
Mhm.
And I also got promoted to the subject matter expert on the basis of my CSAT score. Basically,
Mhm.
CSAT means customer satisfaction.
Okay.
And being a SME, I got
Mhm.
access of product and inventory database, where the
Mhm.
queries of the customer delivered in a more efficient manner. So
Mhm.
from there, I just got to know about the field of data and the opportunities in it. So
Right.
one day I was surfing the Google about the jobs in the data field, and fortunately, I would like to say fortunately, I just came across with your Google advertisement, and it was
Okay.
about the visualization tool, that is a Power BI.
All right.
So I found it very interesting because it doesn't need any prior, coding language, coding knowledge.
Right. Right.
Neither it doesn't need any technical degree for that, like BTech
Right.
and etc. So
Right.
with this, I registered myself on your webinar and watched that thoroughly multiple times, 2 to 3 times.
Mhm.
Along with, I have watched your almost each and every video which you have uploaded on your YouTube channel.
Great.
So the reason behind purchasing your course was that it is an structured uh, manner. It is
Right.
prepared in a structured manner, which can
Mhm.
be definitely beneficial, especially for the beginners like me,
Right.
from the
Mhm.
scratch, who has
Mhm.
no knowledge of coding, no technical degree. And
Mhm.
after watching your course, I immediately working on my own dashboards, and
Right.
created many dashboards like adventure work cycle with your help,
Right.
COVID-19 tracker,
Mhm.
Zomato sales, HR report, and
Right.
cryptocurrency analysis, and many more,
Right.
and uploaded on LinkedIn, which I
Mhm.
also would like to thank you for your video on YouTube, which is how to get a job using LinkedIn.
Right.
So I started working on it. So
Mhm.
I started applying from LinkedIn. So
Mhm.
that is the journey behind, of a,
All right.
yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.
I hope you're enjoying this discussion so far. Please hit a like button. Let's carry on. Thank you.
So you were not at all from the technical background.
No.
You, yes, you have done masters in economics, right?
Yeah.
Or okay, great, great. So we
Mhm.
learned economics, but you are not at all related to any technical background.
Yeah.
Right. So that was amazing. And
Mhm.
also you mentioned that after that you have joined BPO. And
Yeah.
so one thing I would like to know,
Mhm.
Sandeep, here, that you were doing a job already, and
Yeah.
during your job you have learned Power BI, right? So
Mhm. Mhm.
how was that journey also? Can you tell me?
I think, Lokesh, if you have a determination and perseverance, then
Hmm.
definitely you can manage your time along with
Right,
doing job.
right.
So I used to took out the time on weekends,
Hmm.
skip many vacations with friends. So it was,
Sacrifices,
yeah,
basically,
yeah,
for a better
sacrifices
future.
for a
I
better
do
future.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah, because BPO is kind of an industry where like there is no growth as future
Right,
perspective. Yeah, there is a
right,
growth, but not that kind of growth.
right,
So
right,
I decided to join an IT company, and for that
right,
I will do anything, whatever it uh, take away. So
right.
that is
And
the reason behind it.
as far as I know,
Mhm.
uh, in majority of the companies, BPO experience has not been considered also, I believe.
Exactly.
Is that true? Yeah.
True. For the IT company, I was, treated as a fresher when I joined the user ready. So I was being treated as a fresher, not the 2 years of experience of BPO is neglected.
That's slightly painful actually, because in BPO also we are doing job. We are actually, at least if you are at a customer end, you are handling customer or maybe their data or something. So it should be considered. But unfortunately, that is not the case with most of the organization. But you did well. So you have been considered as a fresher and accordingly you have got a job after learning Power BI. So I also would like to understand here, that will be beneficial for the viewer here, that so do you remember the timeline? It means that when you got to know about Power BI, our course, and when you have started learning, do you remember that?
Yeah, Lokesh, actually it was the year of 2021, August. I just came across with your course on August and I decided to purchase it. And I think it took me around a couple of months, 1.5 months. Under 2 months, I have completed the course. And in the month of November, I have also started applying on multiple various platforms like LinkedIn, Naukri.com and Indeed.com. So, but majorly I was focusing on the LinkedIn only.
Right.
So I got the job with the help of LinkedIn from there. And on 17th of January, I joined the user ready.
So there, Sandeep, you also mentioned that, like we discuss in our monthly live sessions on Power BI, that not only just work on Power BI and create dashboards, but showcase it to the entire world using LinkedIn, right? So you mentioned that you were also doing it. And I also remember that I generally, put a comment on the dashboards of all the premium members, right? And I share it on my page because I have more than 15,000 connections. So they also can see your post, and you guys get a good reach through that. So you did that also, right? After learning Power BI in those 2 to 3 months, right?
Yes.
And then how did you apply for the job? Through LinkedIn jobs portal, is it?
Yeah, through LinkedIn job portal only.
Okay, so I'll do one thing for the viewer. I'll just put a screenshot over here. If you can see, this is what the job portal is. You can also go and check out the jobs over there. You can search for Power BI or any other skill, and you can also filter down the experience and all those things. That's how you can see the list of all the companies who have recruiting for a particular skill, right? Okay, so Sandeep here, so you started applying it. So can you elaborate a bit for us that how many jobs you have applied tentatively, if you remember that?
Yeah, actually, I got first call from Infosys, which I was not expecting.
Okay.
So there is a position for the BI developer, and it was for the fresher. So fortunately, I got an opportunity and I got a call from Infosys, but couldn't able to pass the that parameter.
Right.
What they want. And after that, I also got a call from Gartner Services, and for the SQL developer, because parallelly I was also doing practice on a database like MySQL and SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio, along with Power BI. So I was not, the result was not in the favor. Then I got a call from user ready, then where the technical round happened, many round happens, and I fortunately cleared all the rounds and selected as a Power BI.
So you gave 3 interviews, right?
Yeah.
And how many jobs you have applied for? 5, 10, 15?
Approximately 20 to 25. I have
20
applied.
to 25 jobs you have applied, and you got calls from 3 companies for the interview, right?
Yeah, after user ready, I also got a call from Nice Software Solution.
Okay.
So parallelly, I was giving 2 interviews, back to back. So both companies selected me, but I did join user ready. So basically,
this is not bad actually. This is not bad that you got selected in the very third interview. So recently, if you, I don't know, but recently I had a discussion, just like I'm having a discussion with you. One of the other mentee I had a discussion. The only issue was with him of the communication skills, right?
Okay.
But he was so determined about his future. that he gave 25 interviews.
Okay.
25 interviews.
Great.
And ultimately he got selected. And I will be posting his discussion also in YouTube. And the story is so inspirational that what happened that he decided that he'll not stop giving interviews till the time he'll get selected. So that's the reason he gave 25 interview, and his first interview was in Accenture. And he mentioned that he couldn't able to speak even a single word in front of them. But by the 20th or 22nd interview, he was so very confident that he said that I can give interview to any big organization wherever I want. So that's the kind of people, we have in our community. And it's so amazing to had a discussion with him also. I'm going to post that soon.
Definitely.
Must watch it. Yeah. So okay, so that's what I'm telling you. It's not bad that you've got the opportunity in the third interview and in the fourth one also, right? So you've got selected in the two companies, right? And what is your designation there also? User ready, you mentioned the company.
Yeah,
name,
user
right?
ready. Be analyst.
Yeah. Right. So our other mentees also got selected into that organization.
Yeah.
Right. So Jay Pandey is one.
Yep.
Right. So we have posted his video also onto YouTube channel, and it was an amazing discussion again. So it was great. It was great. And if you could tell us slightly about the interview question, right? Maybe the technical question, that would be great for us, because accordingly the viewer can also prepare for their future interviews, right?
Yeah, sure, Lokesh. See, the whole process of interview, it took around a week. So in the middle of that, a technical round happened where I have, asked the question about the SQL queries and Power BI as well, both the combination of both Power BI and SQL. So I have asked the question of RLS, row level security, and the difference between Power Query and Power Services. Power BI services.
Power BI service.
Yeah, and different kind of charts like stack bar chart, pie chart, donut chart, line chart, and many more. So I have also given the data set, which I have to prepare some of the charts according to the data set. So these were the questions. The questions were, legit questions according to my, based on my learning. From SQL, it was the question majorly focused on joins like left, right, outer, full join, inner join. So basically the basics of everything which I have mentioned on my CV.
Question, right?
Yeah, basics question.
And I believe that you would able to answer them comfortably after learning it from the Power BI course, right?
Definitely. Almost 90 to 95% I have covered all the questions with legit answers.
Great. Very nice. So that's great also. And one thing also I would like to know that you applied there as a fresher, isn't it? In user ready, right? So I have also seen one thing that most of the companies, they mention they are looking for a person who is good at Power BI, and they also mention preferred skill as SQL, right? But as I had a discussion with a lot of my mentees, what they have experienced is that when they go for an interview, they mention that, okay, we are good at Power BI, but we do not know anything about SQL. Still, they consider themselves. Right. So how was that into this organization and about your interview? Do they really looking for someone who had a good knowledge on SQL, or only looking for Power BI, but just a preferred skill as SQL?
No, actually, I have mentioned SQL on my resume. That's why.
Oh, that's the reason.
That's why they have asked the question SQL. If I didn't mention the SQL, then I don't think so. That SQL is that kind of important for a BI.
They would have asked the question regarding SQL.
Right.
Okay. Exactly. Okay, great. Makes sense a lot.
Because there are many in my boot camp. There were a batch of 16 people, and hardly a couple of people know the SQL. So. So purely they were hired on the basis only of knowledge of BI.
Power BI as a fresher also. Right. Because SQL companies are looking for a person who has a mix of Power BI and SQL, but Power BI at least you could say 80-85% they are looking for Power BI, and then 15% knowledge on SQL, which can be learned on a job also. And that's why company hire a person who is good at Power BI only, because they know that if a person like that can join the company, he can or she can learn SQL on the job, on the
Yeah,
go.
definitely.
Right? That's how it is.
It's just like that. If a person can learn Power BI, then it can also learn
Yeah.
SQL. So
All right. Or great. So very nice discussion so far. One more thing I would like to understand that now you mentioned that you are working in Flipkart earlier, right?
yeah.
So what was your salary package over there and your designation?
Yeah, the designation was senior customer executive, and
Okay.
the salary was 2.8 LPA, and
2.8 LPA. Right.
yeah,
Okay.
and
And now when you join, and there you have worked how many years?
like 8 months.
8 months you have worked over there.
Yeah.
And prior to that, 2 years you have spent into BPO.
Yeah, Pine Lab. Both
Okay, Pine
companies
Lab.
were related to BPO, Pine Lab and Flipkart.
Flipkart. Okay.
Yeah.
So in total, how much experience do you have into
2.5.
BPO? 2.5 years of experience. And then you came to know about Power BI. And then
Yeah.
you have learned Power BI in 2 to 3 months, right?
Yeah.
Maximum. And then you started giving interviews. You mentioned that you have started giving interview in November.
November,
So when you have got the job into user ready?
Just after 1 month of completing my Power BI course.
Okay. So in
took
November or December?
Yeah, after completing your Power BI course, it took at least 1 month, to create my own dashboards and
Right.
refurbish my skill, communication
Right.
skill, and
Right.
knowledge of technical terms,
Right.
which is being used in interview.
Mhm.
So it took hardly 1 month to prepare
Mhm.
myself for the interview,
Right.
and I I received a call of first is the I think on 2nd of Jan I received the call from Infosys. So
Okay.
almost it took 1 month.
So in January, this interview processes started. And after 2 interviews, the third one you cracked into user ready,
and
fourth one also.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, you have chosen to go with user ready,
Yeah.
and then you have started. So by the end of January, somewhere you have started the job, is it?
Yeah, 17th of Jan I joined the
17th of
user
Jan,
ready.
you have user ready, right?
Yeah.
So after learning Power BI, you spent around 1.5 months or 2 months in learning the Power BI, and then I think 1 month to practically do all the things that you have learned into Power BI by creating dashboards.
Exactly.
And then you have started posting on LinkedIn and started giving interview. And by mid of January, you actually started doing a job as a BI analyst. You've got a job as a BI analyst, and you've hit the floor on 17th of January. That's the timeline, right?
Exactly.
So which is amazing, actually, because you in August only you got to know about Power BI, and within 5 to 6 months of time, you hit the floor as a BI analyst. As an amazing journey, because you were not from a technical background at all.
Exactly.
So you must have done a lot of hard work in gaining a new skill. That's amazing, right? And you mentioned that earlier your salary was 2.8 LPA in the BPO in Flipkart. And when you joined this user ready as a fresher, how much salary you have received there?
Actually, Lokesh, I will not, mention the salary, but I'll definitely, mention the bandwidth. It's between 5 to 6.
It's between 5 to 6 LPA for a fresher.
For a fresher.
Right. Very good.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So that's okay. We are okay with that, because see, someone who is going to choose a field like Power BI, they should know, the expectation that can, as from the financial side. So growth is there already. So you have got almost 100% hike, into your salary. That's what we can say. Amazing. We are very happy for you. And also, can you, because you are into an organization, so can you also put a light on this thing that if a person have an year of 2 to 4 years into Power BI, how much salary they can expect on an average?
I think when I came across with this field, Power BI, also I met many people,
Right.
So I have seen people who, who are taking like 18 LPA, who has experience of 2.5 year, and they also getting a salary of 18 to 20 LPA, just on the basis of their BI analyst role.
Right. Amazing. True, because growth in Power BI is multifold. And you must have seen also, because I've experienced this with my mentees, that the demand for Power BI is so high, but skilled people in Power BI are very less, and that to be passionate people. Right. So that's the reason people who are coming into Power BI, they're getting very good opportunities. So that's amazing. And one last thing, Sandeep, is that what would you like to convey to a person who is from a non-technical background? So suppose you want to convey something to your past self, right?
Yeah.
Right. Someone who is from a non-technical background and who are stuck in a dead-end job, like working in a BPO for you was similar to a dead-end job, isn't it? Because the experience has not been counted and the growth is very less. So what would you like to say to a person like that?
Yeah, sure, Lokesh. See, I would like to say I took around 2 months while doing a job, but I think I could have done in 1 month if I was not, aligned with any other organization, and I have, given a full time. Then I
Right.
think the potential person can one who has a caliber, to learn new things. He or she can opt within a month without facing any challenges, because
Right.
uh, by the medium of your course, because it is in a structured manner. There are a lot of videos, there are a lot of portals who are giving a free knowledge, but they are not in a structured way. Because before joining your course, I was hovering over there and here and there, like, so I
Right.
was
Right.
not able to map the mind
Right.
as a Power BI analyst. So definitely your course helped me a lot in
Right.
a structured manner, and one can easily opt within a couple of months
Right.
the full course.
Right.
And also one who has a potential, as I already mentioned, then it doesn't matter either you have a technical background or not. When I started this journey last year, I have come across a lot of people who are from multiple background, and still they are uh, in IT sector and getting paid well. And I think Power BI is that tool which you can start your journey in
Right.
the to be in the sector of IT industry.
Right.
Because I have
Absolutely.
also already told you about it doesn't need any coding knowledge, and
Right.
its user interface is very very easy. Anybody can get that functionality and the technical terms which is used in Power BI in couple of
Right.
months. So yeah,
Right.
start learning, start creating your own dashboards
Absolutely.
based on your learning. And yes, do post on various professional social
Showcase it to the
platform.
entire world, and the best
Yeah.
platform is LinkedIn, for
LinkedIn.
sure.
Yeah, where your
I
project
tell
get
it,
higher reach,
yeah,
like 1,000 views.
in all my videos, in the complete course, in my live sessions, I repeat this every time, that please showcase your skill, whatever, whether it is Power
Exactly.
BI or any other skill that you have. Showcase to someone who are into the same industry, and once they know that, okay, this is the guy who is knowledgeable into that particular skill which they need, they will definitely approach you, whether as a full-time or as a freelancer.
Definitely.
So that's the case. And also, as Sandeep has already mentioned, it's very very important, because see, knowledge is available everywhere, but you need to understand that if you want to save your time, then you should go for a structured learning, right? You can waste 2 months, 3 months, 5 months in learning from a non-structured program or
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
random videos, right?
Mhm.
But understand this, if you learn like Sandeep did it, if you learn Power BI from a structured and an experience structured learning, and from an experienced coach, right, then this can be done in 1 to 2 months,
Yeah,
right, instead of
definitely.
spending 5 months. And
Mhm.
by the end of third or fourth month, you can expect a package of around 6 LPA. A lot of people have got it. My mentees have got that package, right? So in every month, you will be earning 50,000
Mhm.
if you
Yeah.
look at the package, right?
Mhm.
So why waste time, right? Invest time in learning, invest time in learning even more skills. Like Sandeep has mentioned, SQL. You should also learn SQL, right? But focus on the most in demand skill like Power BI or any other skill that you can find. But this is the path which Sandeep has mentioned and got a very amazing opportunity. You should also try this, right? And Sandeep, thank you so very much to you from the bottom of my heart telling you that not only one or two, but thousands of people are going to get benefited from this discussion.
Sure.
Thank you so much for sparing time. And this is a great work that you have done today, in my view. So thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, Lokesh. Thank you so much for letting me, speak about my journey. And definitely it will help others, who are seeking for a job and transformation into the IT sector. Yeah. So thank you so much.
Definitely. And because you have joined as a fresher, after some time, we'll call you once again to have a discussion to understand what has been your learning, right? And what is your viewpoint for people who would like to come into the industry, because then you'll again be able to add some more value in people's life, right? Thank you so much, Sandeep. Thank you so much. Have a great future ahead. And everyone who is watching it, please thank Sandeep by mentioning into the comment section, thanks for motivating. That will be a token of thank you from each and everyone who is watching this video to Sandeep, because he is sparing this valuable time over here with us and sharing this amazing information.
I hope you have got massive value in the discussion with Sandeep. And again, thank you so much, Sandeep, for sharing the information. Now, you have already seen that how one of my mentees, Sandeep, actually achieved an amazing opportunity into his career and has shifted his entire career from BPO, which is a dead-end job, to Power BI, which is a booming technology into the market. If you want to get into the field of data analytics, and if you do not have any technical background, doesn't require, and no coding experience, it's not also required. And if you have an experience from a different domain, again, it's not required, right? And if you want to get into this, I'm holding a free masterclass where I will be discussing everything about Power BI and its career scope, especially for you. And also upon joining, you will be getting my best-selling ebook worth ₹1,500 on Power BI, absolutely free. The link for this free masterclass is given in the description, bio, and in the first comment. Just go over there, sign up, and experience this entire discussion that we are going to have. See you over there.